I guess if y'all talked.
Not too much about football, just getting to know each other even more. Whenever I'm with athletes, I don't really bring up the football part. We just kind of just chat, get to know each other, and have fun that way. So that's not really too much of that role of being the top guy.
Deshaun, last year you made a run, and you didn't really know what that was going to feel like. What is the advantage this year, knowing what it takes to get through that schedule, through the ACC championship game, go to the semifinals and the national championship? Why are you better prepared to do it this year?
Because we understand that each week matters, no matter who you're playing against, and it's a grind. It's hard to win at this level. It's hard to win each and every week and stay consistent throughout the whole season. Anybody would tell you that it's hard to go 14-1. It's hard to go undefeated. And so each week it speaks for itself. With teams getting upset or getting beat, winning games that they shouldn't win or losing games that they shouldn't lose. So each week is a new day or a new week, and you just gotta execute at a high level each day.
How did you manage your time this summer from workouts, school, going to the camps, and all that kind of stuff? And how hard was that?
It wasn't hard because I was on a plan. I made sure I got everything done when I needed to get it done, and I just stay on my P's and Q's and stay in my lane and keep my priorities straight. When I have to do something, I do it. I don't wait till the last minute to do it, and that's just the type of person I am.
What did you learn from the Manning camp and going to the different camps and learning from, I guess, some guys that have played in the NFL before?
Just really just time management and just really just how to prepare as a pro and having that feel and guys around. Having guys around that's been around for a long time and know how to win at the highest level. Just showing us how to prepare and go about your business.
You came in on the heels of Taj leaving Clemson, obviously. He was held in such high regard, not just on the team, but in the community down there. How much did his name come up when Dabo was sort of mentoring you and preparing you to play that first season you were there? Was it a constant thing? He was kind of comparing
Taj's name.
Things?
Yeah, his name never was brought up. I can't live in his shoes. I had to build my own, like I said before, build my own brand and build my own way. And that was my mindset. I want to create my own name for my own self. And so he just gave me the torch, and I just took it and ran with it.
I didn't know if his name came up as far as just trying to follow some of the things he did at all.
No, I don't follow no one. I go about my own business and be my own way. So there's no point in trying to follow somebody else's shoes when I can fulfill my own.
Do you pay attention?
Y'all built so much last year, accomplished so much, but that one was the last one, the big one. How much does that change, I guess, how you prepare for this year, how you address this season, just trying to get up one more notch?
Nothing changed. We still have the same mindset. 1 week at a time. It's the best is still the standard. And just because we lost our last one doesn't mean that the whole program or the whole way we think have to change. We're still the same team. We still have the same grind, and we're still going to prepare the same. So we just focus on Clemson, and then we got to go out there and execute on Saturdays.
Do you tune out the Heisman talk and that kind of stuff, or do you kind of embrace those expectations?
I embrace it because I feel like I'm one of the best in the country. Every athlete should feel that way. And if you don't feel that way, then you cheat yourself. So I embrace it, and God put me in this position for a reason. This is what I worked for, and so I embrace it. But at the same time, I kind of I understand that I have to go earn it. No one's just going to give it to me in the preseason. They don't give out trophies, for having the number one team in the country or being the Heisman preseason winner.
How much did going through that last year, though, help you learn how to handle it and be able to maybe handle it even better this year?
It's really, I just always knew that nothing was given, just the way I was raised as a little boy. I earned everything. I knew the struggle, and so all the hype and all that stuff is made up. The media builds you have to bring it down. Once I make a mistake, I have a bad game. And stories gonna come out that I'm a loser or I'm a bust or this and that. So I understand all that, and that's why I don't people have their own opinions about that. And I just go about my business and take care of what I got to take care of.
Chad Kelly said he was the best quarterback in the country. You just now said I feel like I'm one of the best, but deep down, do you feel like, yeah, I am the best quarterback in the country?
I mean, of course. I mean, Chad's supposed to say that. You know what I mean? It's competition. You know, it's marketing. You know what I mean? And everyone writes stories on that. So, salute to Chad. That's my boy. He'd be cheating himself if he didn't say that. You know what I mean? That's what every quarterback should be saying, that I'm the best. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be like, he's better than me, and put yourself. You never take a back seat to anyone.
Do you ever hear from him, and do you think about what if he had stayed at Clemson, the competition between the two?
We talk all the time. We chat, friendly talk. You know, like I said before, I don't really talk about football when I'm around other people. But if he was still here, who knows what's going to happen.
Do you approach this season, or do you allow yourself to approach this season that this might be your last first game, this might be your last rivalry game, this might be the last time you go to the ACC championship because of what's on the other side of this season for you?
There was thoughts, but I don't look at it like going into the NFL or anything like that. I've experienced it my whole freshman year. Like, that could have been my last game, period, in my career. With an ACL, broken hand, broken collarbone. You never know when that last time might come. So, of course, each play might be your last one, regardless of playing another down in like football or playing another down at the university. So I look at it that way.
You mentioned all the guys around you that have like Wade receivers. We've seen a lot of prolific offenses, Cam Newton, Vince Young. Does this team have the potential to have one of those like all-time offenses?
Yeah, we have the potential on paper. A lot of people say we could be. We have the talent too. We just got to go out there and earn it. No one's going to go out there and give us points for no reason. We got to go on and earn those points and be able to execute at a high level.
I think Dabo said you took 17 hours this summer. How important is school to you, and how important is it to get your degree?
It's very important to have a background and something that you can fall back on. Football, you can't play football for the rest of your life, so you gotta always have a backup plan. It's something that no one can take away from you. You can't take away the knowledge or anything like that. You can take away football in a heartbeat. But the knowledge of just other than football and just education is something that you can't really take away unless you have some sickness or something. But other than that, you can't take the degree away from you.
Deshaun, besides the Clemson father, what are the other three pins you have on your lapel?
This one, Heisman. This is Davey O'Brien. And this one right here is Farrell Retro, which is one of my teammate brands, Marcus Edmond, cornerback, number 29. This is a brand which means define yourself. It's your attitude, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you go about your business and everyday things. So, just define yourself.
If you try to build your brand, who are some people you've kind of leaned on?
I just really myself. I talk to Coach Sweeney and guys like that, but nothing like this.
Right.
Making my own thing, but just making sure that I have a stabilized, support cast that can make sure I'm doing the right things at all times.
How much do you
Selfishness from the other skill players on this team, between Artavius and Jordan and Wayne, all the different weapons you have. Do they have the unselfishness to help this team get where it needs to get to? Because there's so many weapons you have to throw to your hands against.
Yeah, I think so. No one's selfish on the team. Everyone understands that. It depends on how the defense is playing. Who's going to have a big day? And you can't double everyone. So. You just gotta pick your poison, and whoever the open guy is, I get the ball to. Depending on the play call, depending on the defensive coverage and scheme, and I just do my part and get those guys the ball, and everyone kind of motivates each other and support each other to do great things, and we just have fun with it. There's no selfishness going on in the offense.
How much do you believe the opening game sets the tone for the rest of the season?
It always sets the tone. Of course, we want to start on a fast start and keep it moving. It gives a lot of confidence in the players and the team, especially the young guys that will get to play in that environment. You want to start off on the right foot. You don't want to be behind.
Do you think starting off with a win will kind of release the weight on your shoulders from the national championship loss?
I guess we're not going to really worry about the national championship. It's a new season. We had an opportunity last year. Now we got to go, fulfill that one again. So it's not going to be any weight. We don't have any weight on that loss right now.
You talked in there about having Mike Williams back on the field. Off the field, how close are you guys, being the quarterback and the star receiver, how close are you guys off the field with Mike?
We're very close. I'm very close with all my wide receivers. Really a lot of guys on the team. We always hang out, play the game, go out to eat, things like that. So play basketball. So we're always kind of hanging out and chilling with each other.
How much of an impact has Coach Streeter made on you in his first year?
It's been great to have him and just have a new way of going about business than how Coach Morris was. Something that I had to get used to, of course, but it's been good so far.
Deshaun, towards the end of last season and throughout the spring, it seemed like Wayne Gallman has really improved his ball catching skills out of the backfield. And then you've also got Tavian Feaster coming in, who has exceptional hands for a running back. Something that you foresee or are excited about for this offense for next season, throwing to the running backs more often?
All those guys really. It's not just Wayne and Feaster. C.J. Fuller, Adam Troy's back, Tashawn Dodd. All those guys can make plays and be capable and be able to go out there and catch the ball and make something happen. So we have 5 guys that are ready and prepared and it's gonna be fun to see how they do this season.
Deshaun, did you dress Ben Bowler today?
I did not. He dressed himself.
He did himself?
Yeah, he did that by himself.
You didn't advise him or anything?
No, he sent me a picture of the shirt, but I was just like, hey, go ahead.
Are you wearing socks?
I'm wearing socks.
When you arrived on campus 3 years ago, what was your weight then?
When I got there, I was 182.
182. What's been the secret to putting the good pounds on?
Working out, eating right, and just eating as much as I can, and just not putting bad things in my body.
Deshaun, given what you said about preparing for each opponent the same way, you have a lot of extra time to prepare for Auburn, than you normally would with 4 or 5 days throughout the course of the season. From a film study and scouting standpoint, how much of an advantage is that for you to prepare for them?
For both teams, it's an advantage, of course. But at the same time, it's unknown. You don't know what the team is going to do. You can prepare for something that we did last year, and then we do totally something different. So it's just up in the air. You just got to prepare and what you assume. That's really each and every week. Just what you think they're going to do, and then you just got to adjust on the fly throughout the course of the game.
After being so close last year as the Heisman, going up there, all the ceremonies and stuff, how much has that increased your drive a little bit to get back?
No, the Heisman of course everyone wants to be the Heisman winner and go up there in New York, but it's going to come if it comes. It's something that it's kind of out of my control. By myself. I can perform at a high level each and every week and get that invite, but I can't go up there and say I'm the winner. That's people's opinions and what the voters have to say.
Deshaun, what motivates you more, the fact that you guys were able to go 14-0 and reach number 1, or the fact that you lost the national championship game?
Just the whole experience of the season and making it to the game and having an opportunity to be able to experience that. A lot of people don't get to experience that in the course of their career. It's a once in a lifetime dream, and it's very hard to get there. So just motivation to get back and just be able to experience it again is probably the key.
Sean, not only are you the face of Clemson football, but you're kind of the face of the league, being the premier candidate for Heisman honors. Do you embrace that role? What's it like?
I embrace it. It's fun. This is what I worked for, what I dreamed about. I just take it and run with it, and just kind of just go about my business and prepare as much as I can to do it in the right way. And it's more than just myself. The game is bigger than me, and life is bigger than me. So I get the impact, the young kids and the fans and people that are fans of myself and this university and really just football, doing it the right way and teaching the ropes.
Deshaun, Coach Sweeney made kind of a joke about you and Ben's dress up there, showing that people could be unified. What do you think about what's going on in the country right now with some of the discord and so forth?
It's hard for me to speak on that. I don't want to get very political or anything like that. I haven't had any experience of any type of what's going on, so I couldn't say anything. I've been fine with me. I've been worried about myself, staying in my own lane, so I can't speak on what's going on in the country.
I know.
How big is it to have Jay Guillermo back in the leadership and continuity on that offensive line?
That's great. Jay just he brings the calmness to the offense and really the team. He's always a happy guy, smile, funny guy when he's out there on the field. And he's a vet, and he's a leader, and he knows what he's doing, so he has control of the offense and what's going on.
Are you expecting lots of kisses from him this year?
Probably so, yeah.
I know you're one game at a time guy, but how exciting is the prospect of going down to Tallahassee for you and trying to get some revenge for that one that got away a couple of years ago down there?
It's going to be fun. Going down, it's always fun to go on the road and go compete and see new environments and new stadiums and things like that. And that's what the college football is about. So it's going to be a great time.
Sean, you haven't looked at the full schedule?
I peeked at it, but I don't know the order of when the dates of the schedule. I just know that we have Pitt. I think that's the new team in Auburn. Other than that, I don't know how it kind of levels out.
So you have no interest in Florida State? You've got fewer calls on the schedule?
Nah, man. I just know that we're going to have to play them sooner or later. So whenever that time comes, we'll be ready.
Coach, coaches get better just like players do. What do you expect from Coach Scott and Coach Elliott in their second year as coordinators?
We have our own expectations, of course, but it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Open up the playbook a little bit more confident in the play calling and what they're preparing for and the schemes and things like that. So, like you said, players and coaches are getting better in the process, and if you have that, then it's a bright future for both.
What's it going to be like for you going to Auburn, considering that was kind of one of your finalists during your recruitment?
It'd be cool. I have a lot of friends that go to Auburn that I went to high school with. A lot of friends on the Auburn team. Gus and those guys recruited hard. So it's gonna be fun to go down there and compete with those guys and show my respect to the university, of course, and just go out there and just show what what we're about and just show what the fans and the media and everyone around the world want to see.
Who are some of the guys that you remain close with for Auburn?
I know Carl Lawson. I know Sean White. I know Jeremy Johnson. Jeremy Johnson. I've seen a couple guys that I've met, but mostly like regular students I know that I went to high school with.
You got a lot of playmakers on offense. So how do you give everybody the ball, keep everybody happy?
I just find the open guy, do my job. That's probably as simple as possible. You can't just force the ball in there just because someone is unhappy. And our guys understand that. So we just, there's no selfishness on the team. Everybody understands that too.
Does that make your job easier?
Yeah, my job is always easy. I just made the decision. We gotta just get the ball to those guys and let those guys go to work. So.
Deshaun, a lot of those weapons on offense, very high-profile guys. So, who are some of the guys on offense that maybe aren't getting as much love as they should that you expect to have a breakout?
Travion Thompson, wide receiver. Ray McCullough. Everyone knows about Deion Kane. C.J. Fuller, Tashawn Dye, and Adam Choice. So 3 running backs that are gonna, not just help the offense, but help Wayne out, get some rest, and be able to play a full game. So it's gonna be interesting to see how we operate and get everyone some playing time. And we have a lot of depth on the offense, so it's gonna be fun.
Deshaun, when you've reached the top of the mountain, and then all of a sudden you crash and go all the way back down, you got to start over again. how do you get their mind right and get ready for something like that, and knowing that it's a long ride and it's not easy?
I wouldn't say we went to the bottom of the mountain, but I mean, even if we would have won the game, we still had to start over. So it wasn't no different than if us being in the national championship. We would have had to start all the way back over. New class, new group, seniors and juniors left for the NFL. It's a whole new year, so we always starting over each and every year. That's the great thing about college football. It's a new team each and every year. It's not like the NFL where you can keep guys for 10, 12 years. So.
Deshaun, how would you describe